Welcome to today's staff training on client advocacy in ABA. My name is James Richard Johnson, and I'm excited to share this topic with you. Advocacy is not just a compliance requirement, it's a core value in applied behavioral analysis. We work with vulnerable clients, many of whom rely on us to help them access their rights across different systems. This training will equip you with advocacy tools and strategies to make a real impact in your daily work. We'll begin by understanding why this training matters. Our clients receive ABA therapy, but they live full lives in schools, in home, and in the community. Advocacy bridges the gap between what we do in session and what happens outside. It's our responsibility to make sure clients receive consistent, respectful, and equitable support. This training will help you identify key needs, apply advocacy strategies, and communicate effectively with parents, teachers, doctors, and others in the client support network. Next, we'll review our training objectives. The training objectives are fourfold. First, we'll explore the core needs and rights of clients in school, home, and community settings. Then, we'll look at real-world advocacy strategies you can use in your role as an RBT, including how to present data effectively and how to initiate support requests. Next, we'll review least restrictive practices that prioritize client dignity and autonomy. Finally, we'll strengthen our communication practices with families and professionals to ensure alignment across all service providers. Client needs and environmental supports. Let's break down the most common client needs. In schools, we advocate for inclusion and individualized education, typically through IEPs that include ABA goals. At home, the focus is on caregiver support, especially emotional regulation, communication, and reinforcement strategies. While in the community, we want clients to build social skills and participate in inclusive activities. Each, each setting calls for a tailored approach that reinforces what we're teaching in our sessions. Advocacy strategies by setting. In healthcare settings, we may need to support the family by providing documentation that demonstrates the medical necessity of ABA or even speech therapy. This could involve data charts, session notes, and even sample videos. In schools, advocacy might look a little different, like attending IEP meetings, offering behavioral analytical recommendations, and providing summary reports. Lastly, in the community, we might reach out to local recreation centers, after school programs, or even religious groups to advocate for visual supports or social skills programming that includes our clients. A successful advocacy plan includes knowing who does what. The parent or guardian is typically the primary decision maker and our closest partner. Teachers, school psychologists, and therapists are the ones who implement or influence these supports. As an RBT, we also work closely with our supervising BCBAs and SLPs. Finally, community leaders like youth directors or church staff can enable access to inclusive spaces. Knowing how to engage in these stakeholders is essential. Effective collaboration tips. Here we'll focus mainly on communication and negotiation. When engaging with stakeholders, use clear, respectful communication. Be collaborative but assertive. When facing resistance, always come with data. Show how frequency graphs, ABC logs, or videos can help benefit things. Also present options. For example, if a school can't do a full day inclusion plan, propose a half-day trial. Ongoing communication matters too. Whether it be weekly emails, team meetings, or shared documents, they can build trust and alignment over time. You may ask, what are some best practices in advocacy? Well, best practices in advocacy include always documenting what you observe and what you do, using language that is friendly but grounded in evidence, reinforcing parent strengths, and avoiding judgmental language. Lean on positive behavior supports and naturalistic strategies. These are often more acceptable to caregivers and teachers and even reduce the likelihood of conflict. And don't forget to give your clients a voice where appropriate, as they are the center of this work. Now for a little fun. Let's look at a real life scenario. Say a client is denied speech therapy coverage because the insurer claims there is not enough supporting evidence. What would you do? Think through your steps. Would you talk to your BCBA, gather session data, communicate with a caregiver about their appeal rights? These moments matter, and your advocacy can make the difference in whether a child continues receiving life-changing services or not. In conclusion, advocacy is an essential responsibility in our work. When we advocate effectively, we help our clients live better lives, not just in the therapy setting, but everywhere else also. Use the handouts I have provided next to guide your practice. The summary guide, checklist, and scenario activity are yours to reference as you support your clients across these environments. Thank you for your attention and dedication to this work. I hope you've enjoyed this video and learned something new. Thank you.